It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Squeeze the outlaw. Squeeze double up. Tackle.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Zoom.
Second and 9 now. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Jets' 40-yard line.
Set, hut. Good team on it. You're not ready. Check.
On second down, it's Freeman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Buddy up. Check that. I'm coming after you. 552. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Back to throw. Sullivan. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Check 25.
On second down, Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. From the gun, Sullivan. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. So now on fourth down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now Bell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Go set. 52. Mike 52. Hey, check.
Darnold on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Yo. Slant.
To throw on 3rd down. Sullivan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Too little, Cupcake. You got double time. Double time. Young lady. 3 down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check 52. Lady. Twist. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. They'll get this complete to Batson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mike 51. Get ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Check three.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Enunwa, the intended target.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 6-yard
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Off the play fake, Sullivan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready? My 52.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, Mark 52. I'm off. You better bring it.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I got you, son. Shoot. Lady. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 51.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back to throw. Sullivan. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
We're going to start. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yo, lady.
Darnold on first down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Yo, lady. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Stop your whining. Check 9, yo, lady. Hey, son.
Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, 77 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and getting some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete. James White. Now White lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Sullivan. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch at a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Sullivan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. On 1st down, Sullivan. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football, Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Sullivan throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Throwing on 1st down, Sullivan. He's got Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. To throw on 3rd down, Sullivan. And that will be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 57 to Mike.
On 4th down, Sullivan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal? Under pressure, and they got to him again. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Sullivan. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Jones on the return. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Bring it.
On first down, Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Back to throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Found his target. It's Anderson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It'll go. That was an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Darnold down to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Showing it. Showing it. 52's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They're not ready for this.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Let's go, Charles. Hey, let's get there. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Oh, here we go.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, son. 52. Mike 52. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This is Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Lady. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. 3 buzz. Hey, Haywood. 2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Yeah. You don't want none. No. Check it out.
Here's Darnold. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The sack by Jordan Willis. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
In his defense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. We did it. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
Off the bootleg. Sullivan. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for New England, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.